Hey VIPs, it is time for Feature Friday. I don't know about you in your area, but it's getting cozy over here, so I'm rocking my sweatshirt today. It's 57 degrees right now. Loving the cooler temperatures. Let me know in the comments how things are going where you are. What's the weather like where you are? Have things cooled down in your neck of the woods? So I'm going to show off some newer titles today for Feature Friday. And today I'm going to start with some books for older kiddos. I always do this where I don't have it facing the right direction. There we go. So starting with a new addition to our Billy and the Mini Monsters series, we have Monsters Go to the Hospital. If you haven't seen these, they're like full color graphic novels. They're kind of arranged like a chapter book. They are absolutely wonderful for emerging readers, and there are many in the series, and they can be read standalone. We also have some new additions to our little sticker Dolly stories. Sticker Dolly stories like Lucky Bunnies is pretty new. Dolphin Magic is brand new. Christmas Mystery and Snow Puppy. So they do come with stickers, so there's a couple of stickers to dress the dolls in the first couple of pages. This one actually includes boys and girls, which I love. So there's characters of different genders here. These are wonderful little stories with lots of pictures sprinkled throughout. Great for emerging readers who maybe aren't ready for full page text. It's the same author as the Fairy Ponies and Fairy Unicorn series. If you are already familiar with those, they are great little adventure tales. These are wonderful to have on hand. Next, I'm going to the other end of the spectrum and going to show you guys some newer That's Not My books. There are so many in this series, over 50 to choose from now. I have That's Not My Turtle, That's Not My Deer, and That's Not My Parrot. I'm going to show you guys That's Not My Turtle. So if you haven't seen these, they have dark black outlines that really draw out the picture for developing eyes. There's a little mouse to spot on every page, and these teach adjectives, and they give kids an opportunity to explore these different fun textures. I'm planning to hang on to these. We do like to collect them in my house, and I think even when kids start to learn how to read, you can hang on to these and let them read them once they become independent readers. Look at the gold foiling on the side, pretty awesome. So those are new to our That's Not My series. All right, next I'm going to show you guys some picture books. We have some new additions to our Phonics Readers series. So Polar Bear at the Christmas Fair and Bumblebees on Water Skis. I am loving these little Phonics readers. They are great for emerging readers as well. They have little rhyming stories, silly little tales. The illustrations are really fun as well, very vibrant and colorful. And all the new ones are coming out with this QR audio, which is so awesome, which means you can scan that QR audio and hand the book to your child, and there's a tone when it's time to turn the page, and they can literally read along with the book. So fantastic for emerging readers. All right, next I have Martha Maps It Out. Martha is obsessed with maps and kind of discovering her place in the world, and so this book really kind of helps kiddos understand where they are in this world from the larger scale all the way down to the smaller scale. And I love the illustrations in this one. It kind of helps kids understand, like, you know, you are in a universe, and then here's your neighborhood and your state and your neighborhood and your house. She just likes to spend time mapping things out and understanding her place in the world, which is so cool to get kids thinking about these things and how they belong. Really super fun. Then I have Find Your Happy. So this one is about emotions, not just being happy, but lots of different emotions, and it's really cool because it teaches kids how to kind of cope with all the different feelings that they have. For example, when I feel worried and my heart beats fast, I close my eyes, I count to 10, and I take big deep breaths until I feel calm again. So this one highlights all these different emotions and how to handle those emotions throughout your day. Super sweet, wonderful book to have on hand to help kiddos understand their emotions. All right, next up we have another book that has QR audio. I love that they are including this with so many more of our books. Part of the Usborne Good Behavior Guides. So if you're familiar with Miss Molly's School of Manners or Miss Molly's School of Kindness, this goes along with that same series. So here we have Politeness for penguins. So all these penguins are super, super rude, and then they get an invitation that's saying that this emperor penguin is coming to visit. So then they have to clean up their act and learn how to be polite and use good manners. And so this book goes through so many different, tiny little manners that maybe you wouldn't think to teach your child, but goes through different little scenarios and things like that. And so then the emperor arrives, and what happens is he's actually pretty rude himself, and he doesn't give this community the prize for being the best. And so what they discover from all of this, even though they said, oh, we're going to just be polite for when he's here, and then we're just going to throw all those manners away, they learned that politeness really does matter. And so they just decide they're going to be polite from now on. So it's a really, really great lesson in that book. And then next up we have One More Try. There's another really great book in this series. The name is escaping me, but it does incorporate shapes, which is so cool. So it's a fun little storyline that does cover shapes, but in this case it's also talking about like never giving up and trying to solve a problem, and even when things fail, like coming up with new solutions and working together to solve problems, and just never giving up. Is it just one more try, it says over and over again until things work out. So super fun message as well. The shapes, I love how they incorporate the learning with the shapes too. All right, now I'm going to show you guys a couple of different nonfiction books, just a few this time. We have 2 additions to our beginners series. If you're not familiar with these are wonderful little introductions to nonfiction for kiddos who are just learning how to be independent readers. They do include like a whole table of contents and headings throughout, and just little chunks of information that are just easy to digest. There are full color illustrations as well as photos, which I love. Some people do ask for real life photos in our books. We have a glossary here at the end, and what I like to also highlight is the quick links. A lot of our nonfiction books include quick links. So if you go onto our website, usborne.com/quicklinks, and you type in the title of the book, there are a bunch of different links that go along with the learning in this book. So a lot of times there's video clips and audio clips and different resources to help expand that learning about the topic. And then last week, I believe I showed you guys Usborne Life Cycles, the One Little Tree. This time I'm going to show you another book in that new series, One Little Frog. So it goes through his entire little life cycle. There's little peek-through windows to explore, and lots of beautiful illustrations to really highlight that life cycle so kids can understand it. Pretty awesome. And then now I'm going to show you guys a couple of our newer activity books. I'm going to start with some of our Sticker Dolly dressing books. So starting with Little Sticker Dolly Dressing, Summertime Fairies. If you haven't seen these, there are different spreads of stickers. There's a little bit of storyline here, and then they're like full color glossy pages. And then here in the back we have these perforated pages you can tear out that go along with the corresponding pages. And so your child can go back, tear out the page, go back and fill in the scenes, dressing up these dollies, including some fun little accessories along the way, and getting creative. A tip with these sticker books and all of our sticker books, if your kiddo is maybe new to using sticker books, you can peel back the backing only. Just take off like the pink part here and leave the stickers on that glossy backing, and it'll help them to peel up those stickers a little bit easier. So this is a Little Sticker Dolly dressing book for $8.99. We also have these larger ones, okay? You can see the difference. All right, so here is Sticker Dolly Dressing Outdoors. There are some, I think that there might be some boys. Yep, there's some boys in this one too, which is pretty awesome. Same setup, just larger pages. The child will dress the dolls and add accessories and stuff to these fun scenes. So cool that they're incorporating boys. You'll see lots of different skin tones represented, which is amazing. I love the diversity. Again, you just tear out the page and you go back to that corresponding scene and you fill in all these different little details to fill in those scenes. So the theme for this one's outdoors. And then also this one I have Mermaid Kingdom. Again, same deal. You've got these scenes to complete. And you go back to these pages, tear them out, and lay them alongside the corresponding spread and fill in these scenes. All right, next up I'm going to show you guys some of our newer or brand new magic painting books. So starting with this brand new series, First Magic Painting. These ones just came out. There's a little paintbrush that's included with our magic painting books, and these ones are the easier ones to do with the dark black outlines, and your child will just dip their paintbrush in water, run it over the page, and all these colors appear. And all of our magic painting books come with this thicker cardstock page that they can place behind the page they're working on if they want to work within the book, and that will make it so that the colors don't bleed onto the next page. So this is the First Magic Painting series. I have various other magic painting books, including birds, wild animals, Unicorn World magic painting book, animals, garden, and bugs. I think one of our newest is Unicorn World, so I'm going to show you guys how these ones kind of differ from the First Magic Painting books. You can see more details. All of the regular magic painting books do include a paintbrush too. They have perforated edges so that you can tear them out and work on the table rather than working inside the book. So these are really, really fun to have on hand and great for gift giving as well. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching. If you have requests for books that you'd like to see featured, drop them in the comments below. And if you are local to me, tomorrow I am a little bit torn, but I'm leaning towards setting up a display of books in my front driveway during our neighborhood garage sales. So if you are local to me and you would love to come by and say hi, check out some books, I might have some cider on hand, hot cider on hand for the season. Drop a comment if you'd love to come see me, and I will be sure to set up with weather permitting. All right, thanks for watching. Bye, friends. Have a good weekend.